Guys, check this out. So this is a simple Notion database which has the purchase order details. Corresponding to this database, I also have a purchase order document. So what I'll be doing is, once I put this as ready to generate, it will create me PDF files for this particular rows of data, and it will create a PDF file right over here next to it. So all I need to do is I need to convert this generate PDF column under ready to generate, and it will create me PDF files directly over here. So this automation that I am going to show you today will fetch the information from this Google document that you can see over here. It will replace all these values that you see inside double curly brackets, and it will automatically create me PDF files over here, replacing the values and fetching the details from the database that we have over here. So within few seconds we will be able to see the PDF files popping up over here in this PDF file section, and once it is visible I will explain you in every bit detail how you can create this automation on your end. So once this automation is set up, you can simply keep on adding new pages over here and just convert this property that you see under generate PDF to ready to generate, and it will create PDF files for you over here in this PDF file section. It usually takes 2 to 3 minutes to create the PDF files. So let us wait for a few seconds and it will automatically create the PDFs for us. So you can see it has started processing a PDF file, and even the first record is also being processed, and we are waiting for the last one. Everything is happening real time. So as you convert this property value to ready to generate, it will create the PDF file for you. Okay, so it has created 3 PDFs. If I click on the first one, I will be able to see the PDF file, and you can see it is utilizing this exact Google document which we have over here inside this file, and you can see all the values that we have over here have been fetched from the database that we have over here, and the PDF file has been created. Okay, so this is the first PDF, and let me show you the second one. This is the second one. This is the second PDF file which has been created, and also we have the last one. So let us check it out. So we have 3 PDFs which were created quickly with this automation setup. All I needed to do was add the data in this database and convert this property under here as ready to generate, and it will create the PDF files for me. Now let us understand how this automation exactly works. For this we will require the help of a tool known as PDFOutput.com. So let me show you from the beginning how exactly you need to use it. So this is the tool which you need to head over to PDFOutput.com. This will help you convert the Google document to PDFs directly inside your Notion database. Just sign in with your existing account, whichever you are using, which I am going to quickly do over here. And once you are logged in, you need to specifically add the database, which is the Notion database over here, as well as the Google document which you can see over here. So we need to add both the things over here. Now let me do one thing. Let me remove these 2 columns which we had seen before, as these will be automatically created for you when you are going to map it. Okay, so click on add Notion database, and then it will ask you to add the database whichever you are using in your Notion account, and click on select pages and simply copy the database title. So in this case it is purchase order database, and put it over here. So I'm going to put it over here, and you will be able to see the purchase order database coming here. Since it is already added in my case, you can click on this to add it in your case, and you can see the database is already showing here. Okay, click on allow access. This will give access to the database which you are going to add. So let us wait for a few seconds as it is going to load all the database details. Now if it is not appearing over here, simply refresh it once. The database will already populate. Now notice I have already deleted those 2 columns which we had seen at the start of the demo, and if I am going to click on purchase order database, it is automatically going to add those columns over here for our use case. Okay, so you can see it has added these 2 specific columns. This will be added by default when you are going to use the database inside this tool, so you do not need to manually add it. Okay, so it has already added this, and I need to connect the Google document. So click on add Google document. There are 2 options. You can go with a blank document, or you can select an existing document. So click on this, since I'm going to select an existing document, and I'm going to copy this title from here, and I'm going to put it in the documents view. Okay, and I will search for it. So you can see it is showing here. Click on this and click on select. Now the Google document is also loaded up on the left side, which you can see, and on the right side you can see all the properties of the Notion database which we just mapped right now, rather which just added right now. Everything is visible on the right side. Okay, so here comes the interesting part which you need to do one time before the automation will run. we need to add all the details in the document which needs to be mapped. Okay, so in my case I have already mapped all the values, but how would you do it? So let's say I don't have any information over here, so I'm going to remove all this stuff so as to show you the entire process how this will work. So let me remove the supplier name as well and the buyer name from here as well. Okay, so as you can see, I have removed all the fields over here. So in your case this would be something like this. Now how do you map it? So first of all we need the purchase order number. So I can simply search over here for purchase order number if I have any. So I have the purchase order number property, which is nothing but, if you see in the database, we have purchase order number column over here. So that is being reflected here. Click on copy. So this will copy all the values under this property and simply put it in the document wherever you want to have it. So I will just use Ctrl V or Command V, as you can see in the instructions. So I'll just paste it. Okay. Then I need the date value. So let me fetch the date value. So you just need to copy the properties and paste it. Okay. So use Ctrl V or Command V on a keyboard to put it over there. Then I need the supplier name and buyer name. So I can find the supplier name. Again, I'll copy this, put it over here. Let me unbold that. And I need the buyer name. So copy this, put it over here. So I just quickly mapped 4 properties live in front of you. You can obviously do the same for all the properties that you have in the document. So this is how you need to map it. Once this mapping is complete, then comes the interesting part. Okay, before we automate this process, so we need to click on this button, setup notion automation, and this will automatically create the PDF files whenever you set this as ready to generate. Okay, but before we do that, we have one more thing to do. So we have a PDF file name value over here. So this will determine how the PDFs will be named. Okay, so I want to name the PDF file as per the purchase order number column. Okay, so I will just select purchase order number over here, which you can see, and I have everything set up. If I click on download PDF, it will instantly download me PDFs, again checking this property as ready to generate. So whichever records you set as ready to generate, it will directly create the PDF file, but I want to do it in automation mode. So click on setup motion automation and it will automatically create the trigger. So you can see it has successfully configured. That means the automation is set up. Okay, go back to the database and let's say I want to generate this file as a PDF file. So I have just marked it as ready to generate, and this file will be converted to a PDF file over here, and you will be able to see the same within few seconds. So let's wait for it as it is going to generate the PDF file. And meanwhile, let me also add more records. So we have the second row being generated over here, which I have highlighted. So let me add some more information over here. So we'll be able to create a new record altogether. I'm not going to add all the details, but I'll be adding few details over here. So let's say the buyer name is buyer C. So I've just randomly put some information over here. So that's it. So I'm just going to add these many information for the last record, and if I scroll to the right, I'm going to put it as ready to generate as well. Okay, so now I'm expecting 2 files to populate right over here, which we'll be seeing in a while. So it takes a few minutes to create the PDF file. So once you turn it to ready to generate, you can just relax or do something else. It will automatically create the PDF file over here under this PDF file section. So you can see it has started creating this particular record as a PDF file, and we're going to see the PDF file populate over here, which is visible over here right away. So let me open it up, and you will be able to see the entire PDF file with all the properties have been mapped. Because this is the properties which have been mapped from the database values that we had created. Okay, and even the last record has also been created. So let me open up this one as well. So if you remember, we had defined these values. Buyer C we had created. This was the item which we had created. Rest of the fields are blank because we have not entered any values in the other fields which were supposed to be entered. Okay, we had only entered these values, and everything is precisely mapped inside this document. So that's the beauty of using this automation. Just create a database where you want to store the details, create a Google document where you want to use a template, add both the things over here in PDF output, and click on setup notion automation. So from henceforth, once you set up the automation, you just need to change these property as ready to generate. Everything else will automatically happen. So you never need to go back to PDF output to trigger the automation. If you are in need of generating the PDF files instantly, click on download PDF. It will download the files for you. This also supports relation and roller properties. So if you are using a relational database, make sure the other databases are also connected under the same it is connected when you are adding the database. So let's say I'm connecting this database with multiple other databases. So I can do the same if I click on add Notion database and connect the same. So that works both ways. If you have any questions, use this chat bubble at the bottom. You can send me a message with whatever issues you are having. You also have this chat bubble in this contact section. So click on this and send me a message. I'll be happy to take away issues on this. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.